What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble. In today's episode, I want to talk about LiAngelo Ball and the whole situation that's going on with him and the Charlotte Hornets, and how I think that this situation could eventually kind of ruin the relationship between LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. I think that it could cause LaMelo to want to go to a different team because of how they're kind of treating LiAngelo. And just how this whole situation needs to be played pretty calculated, I think, on the side of the Charlotte Hornets, and kind of what they need to do to help keep LaMelo happy and make sure that he's in Charlotte for as long as possible. So before we get into the video, I just want to quickly say, if you're a fan of basketball, whether it be high school, college, or the NBA, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join the channel, join the conversation. We love interacting with you guys in the comment section down below. Make sure to hit the like button on this video. Leave all your thoughts and your comments, in the comment section. Share this video with your friends, and let's go ahead and get right in the video. So, like I said in the intro, today I want to talk about LiAngelo Ball and the situation that's going on right now with him and the Charlotte Hornets. And him with their G League team, the Summer League team, just kind of everything that's going on, with LiAngelo. So LiAngelo this past season was with the Charlotte Hornets G League team. He didn't, put up the best stats there. He didn't really get a whole lot of opportunity. He didn't get a whole lot of playing time necessarily. And I think that he just, hasn't really been put in a whole lot of situations to play at his best or perform as well as he could. Granted, you can't always do that for every single player, but I think that the Hornets should be doing a better job of trying to give LiAngelo, more of a legitimate shot, and not just kind of throw him in for 10 minutes at a time randomly, other games not playing at all, different things like that. But so this past season with the Greensboro Swarm, LiAngelo played in 28 games. He did start 6 of those games, but he did only average 13.2 minutes per game the whole season. He averaged 4.57 points per game. He shot 40% from the field on 4.25 attempts per game. He shot 35.7% from 3 on 3 attempts per game. So, not a great percentage, but not terrible. He also averaged, 1.1 rebounds per game, 0.25 assists, 0.4 steals, 0.1 blocks, and 0.39 turnovers per game. So, LiAngelo Ball, didn't put up, great stats by any means. He did shoot 36% from 3 on 3 attempts per game, which, isn't terrible, isn't great, but isn't terrible either. I think that it's extremely difficult for, a player to really shoot their best and make shots when that's, really that's his role. LiAngelo is the player to stretch the floor, make catch and shoot 3-pointers, but it's hard to do that when you're sitting on the bench for extended periods and then randomly get thrown in the game. And being asked to make shots when you're cold. You're being asked to, just have inconsistent minutes and then being asked to make shots. Now, that is just a part of the game. I understand that. And that if he wants to play at the NBA level, he's going to have to be able to do that clearly, because it doesn't seem like they're going to really give him full opportunities to kind of get in a rhythm, play extended minutes, see what he can do when he's out there, because that's just not what they're doing. They're not giving him that at the G League. And now again, he was on their Summer League team, and people thought that, maybe that would change. Maybe he would get a little bit more opportunity, but that is kind of far from the case, and far from what happened this year. So I just want to start off by saying, last year's Summer League, LiAngelo averaged 17.4 minutes per game, and he averaged 9.6 points per game. Shot 35% from 3 on 5.8 attempts per game. Really, he did kind of what he has to do: go in there, make threes. He had some big games. Shot the ball decent. Again, not as well as he should or as well as he'd like to. But he had overall had a good Summer League and was asked or signed to their G League team, from there. Now this year, it was a different case. LiAngelo, really, I believe he was on COVID protocols to start the Summer League, so he wasn't even there to begin with. So he was already missing games, missing time to start the Summer League, start the season. But from there, he did play in 3 games in the Summer League in Las Vegas. He only averaged 11.5 minutes per game. He averaged 6 points per game, though, in those 11 minutes. He shot 44% from the field. He shot 18% from 3. He averaged 3.67 attempts per game from 3 and made 0.67 of them. So really did not perform well shooting from 3. He averaged 2 rebounds per game, 0.67 assists per game, 0.33 steals per game. And I believe in one of those 3 games he played in, he had 11 points and 13 minutes of play. I believe that is correct, but let me know down below if that is wrong. But really, he just never got consistent minutes again. Was never, playing consistently, getting, extended minutes. He was kind of just thrown in there again and asked to make shots. And if he didn't make shots, he was taken out again. And I guess, like I said, that's kind of part of the game. That's kind of how it goes. You can't obviously play every single player a whole lot of minutes if they're not playing well, but really it's just tough for him to make shots when he's coming off the bench cold, and just asked to catch and shoot and make a 3 on the first time he touches the ball the whole game. But really, the point of this video is I want to talk about how the Hornets are handling this and how I think it could affect LaMelo's relationship with the Hornets. Really, this all started of giving LiAngelo a shot kind of to make LaMelo happy. I don't think that was obviously never said, but that was really how it all started. They want to give LiAngelo a shot to keep LaMelo happy, and keep him, a fan of the Hornets and enjoying playing with the Charlotte Hornets. I think that this was kind of a similar case to what the Bucks did for Giannis, where they had his younger brother, I believe his name is Thanasis, signed to their team, even though he really isn't an NBA player, but they signed him to his roster, gave him like 30 seconds a game at the end of a quarter, at the end of a half, to go in there and play defense for a possession, but really should have never been on their team, on their roster, because he's not an NBA level player. But they did it to make Giannis happy, and I think that this situation with LiAngelo is another situation to kind of keep LaMelo happy and keep him a fan of the Hornets. But I don't think they're handling it correctly. I think that they should either sign him to their full roster and just not let him play like some of the other guys that sit at the end of the bench and don't play. Let him be one of those guys. Give him more consistent minutes in the G League to kind of put up points, make it seem like they're giving him a legit shot, I guess, and see what he can do. But I think all this kind of inconsistencies, not giving him legit minutes, not letting him get legit shots, is going to really, over time, I think, ruin their relationship with LaMelo Ball. And I think that, come free agency or come end of his next contract, maybe he's asked to get traded. He goes someplace else because they're not, handling the situation right. I don't know. That might be me looking into it too much, but I think that they need to really handle this situation, with, kind of calculately, or with great care, or with really thinking it through, and making every decision with really thinking about how it's going to affect their relationship with LaMelo Ball. So I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Leave your thoughts down there. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.